Hello, second baccalaureate students. Welcome to today's explainer, Unit 5 Grammar, the passive voice. Now today, we're going to learn a super important but honestly very simple grammar rule. Don't worry at all if it sounds totally new to you. It's actually really easy, and we're going to figure it out together, just step by step. Sound good? Let's dive in. So what's the big idea here? Well, the passive voice is just a special way we build our sentences. We use it when we want to focus on the action itself, or the thing affected by the action. It's kind of like shining a big, bright spotlight on what happened instead of who did it. Let's see how this actually works with a quick example. Okay, so in a normal sentence, the person who does the action comes first, right? We call this the active voice. Take a look at this. Shakespeare wrote Hamlet. First, we have the doer, Shakespeare, then the verb, wrote, and finally the object, Hamlet. Simple enough. But watch how this transforms. We can actually move the object, Hamlet, to the very front of the sentence. Then the verb changes to was written. So now our sentence is, Hamlet was written by Shakespeare. See that? The spotlight is now completely on the book. And that, my friends, is the passive voice. Now, let's see how this works in a few different tenses. Let's start with the present tense. For facts that are true right now, we use is or are plus our verb in the third form. We usually call that V3. For example, English is spoken. We don't really need to say who speaks it because the language itself is the most important part of the sentence. So what if the action already happened in the past? Well, it's very simple. You just change that be verb to the past tense, like was or were. So for an old book, we'd simply say it was written. The object comes first, then was, and then our V3 verb, written. Really straightforward. Moving right along, next is the present perfect tense. We use this for completed actions. For this one, we just use has been or have been right before our V3 action word. So our sentence becomes, it has been done. Very easy, right? Just plugging it into the formula. Finally, let's talk about modals. You know, words like must, can, or should? To make this passive, you literally just take your modal word, add the little word be, and then put your V3 verb at the end. Like for a super important task, you'd say, it must be done. You see, the pattern is always exactly the same. Okay, here is the absolutely crucial part, your 3 golden steps. Think of this like a friendly little cheat code for your exams. Step 1, take the object and put it first. Step 2, add the verb be in the correct tense. And step 3, change your main action verb to its past participle, which is our V3. Which brings us to our final rule and a really quick recap of the formula. Object plus be plus V3. But wait, what about the person who actually did the action? Well, we only add the word by and the doer if it gives us really important information. If the doer isn't important, we just leave it out entirely. And just like that, you did it. You totally understand the big idea, the transformation, and those golden rules. Now you can absolutely use the passive voice with complete confidence on your English exams. Really well done, students. But before we go, I want you to think about your own day. How many actions happen around you without you ever knowing who did them? See if you can spot the passive voice in the real world today. Keep practicing, and I'll see you next time.